Welcome back to Taste Reviews Drink Edition. I'm your host, Derek Silver, and I got a new one for you today. Sable. I'm very excited about this one. It took a minute to get it, but I'll go into all of that. So we back for another episode 15. And let me just go into Sable. Sable is a bourbon bottled in brotherhood. Whiskey finished with oak staves. It's 94 proof, 47% alcohol volume. And let me go from the website first. So the website, sablebourbon.com, it says Sable, rich aromas of burnt sugar and allspice with notes of mocha and oak forward spice. So this one right here, I was excited about trying it because the makers of this bourbon whiskey is Harold Perrineau, Malcolm D. Lee, Taye Diggs, and Morris Chestnut. You'll remember them from the Best Man movies and the Best Man series. So it's black owned, and I'm excited about trying it. So let's go and look at the bottle right now. The bottle, it's a nice bottle. It's nice and sleek. It's a sexy bottle. I like the black label. I like the silver with it. I like the details on the bottle, the details on the label. Um, it's a great looking bottle. Like, it's really nice. I didn't expect it to look like this even from the website. So I had to order this. You can't find it in those stores in my area. I'm in Maryland and you can't find it there. So I had to order it off their website. And it came from Texas. And the funny thing about it is, I ordered it a day or two after Christmas and it ended up being on back order. So they were out of stock, but I still got it in good time. Um, I just got it a couple of days ago. So, even with it being on back order, it took no time to get here. And it came through a snowstorm as well. So I got it in good time. Now, it has a nice color to it. It's like a deep brown color to it. It looks really good. So let me go into the tasting notes that's on their website. So uh, the aroma, they said the aroma is burnt sugar, pear, and marzipan. The palate is dense mocha, dark chocolate. And the finish is oak forward and medium spice. It's 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. Um, what else can I give from the website? Yeah, it's a very simple website, one page, all the information you need for the whiskey. It's made in Lexington, Kentucky. Of course, it's a bourbon whiskey. So let's get to open it. Smells real good. Really, really good. Let me look at the notes again. So it says the aroma is burnt sugar, pear, marzipan. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know what the hell marzipan is. But I do smell the burnt sugar. I do smell the pear. It has a fruity smell to it and a sweet smell. Um, Anybody know what marzipan is? Let me know. I'll look it up after the show. I ain't gonna waste y'all time right now. But yeah, um, smells really good. So let me go ahead and pour it. As you know how I do on this show, I give three different types of tastes with this. I give the regular neat taste. I give a taste where I put a splash of water in it. And I give a taste on the rocks. So I pour it up. Let me put the ice up in here. Got a little splash. That's all right. So it's a very thin bourbon whiskey, not too oily. Once again, it smells fruity, got a fruity smell to it. You can smell the sugar. I'm going to find out what marzipan is. I should have looked it up before this, but it's all right. It's all right. So let me go ahead and taste. Got a good taste to it. They said the palate is dense mocha, dark chocolate. I can taste the dark chocolate. I can taste the mocha. It's real smooth. It's a real smooth whiskey, neat. The finish, they said, was oak forward and medium spice. I definitely can taste the oak with the finish. It's not too spicy for my palate. I love spicy food, so it's not going to be too spicy for me. But it's real smooth. It's real smooth. It's real thin. It got a thin layer to it. Once it hits your tongue, it tastes real good. All right, let me do the rocks. Now, let me let that sit for a minute. Let me let it get cold. So let me do the splash of water. All right. With the splash of water, still has the fruity smell to it, sweet smell. That's burp number one, so you know it's a good one. All right, let me give it a taste. With the splash of water, it's not as sweet. Um, I can definitely taste the spice more with the splash of water in it. That's why it's always good when you try whiskeys, bourbons, scotch, that you tried these three different ways because you want to get different flavors to it. And these different flavors might be the one that you like, might not be the one that you don't like. So I would prefer it neat so far as compared to the splash of water. It's still smooth, it's still thin. It's just more spice with the splash of water. But after tasting it neat, I would prefer it neat as opposed to the splash of water. Um, Neat is much more sugary, much more fruity, much more smoother on the finish. With the splash of water, is more spicy, which I don't mind. But compared to the neat, I would take the neat. But let me finish this off. Yeah, splash of water is definitely more spice on the finish. It's not as sweet, not as fruity, but still has a good taste to it. And it all depends on like how you're pairing the whiskey as well. So if you pairing this whiskey with like a steak or something like that, then it will go good with the splash of water, having that spice to it. So let me try it on the rocks. On the rocks, I smell the sugar. It's not as fruity. I don't smell the fruit as much on the rocks. Let me make sure I get it cold enough. Interesting. On the rocks, you get a mix of both the neat and with the splash of water. It's a balance of it. You get 50% of the sweetness and the fruitiness as well as the spice on the finish. Out of all the three different tastes, I will take the neat. But second, I would take it on the rocks. And then third, I would take it with the splash of water. On the rocks, like I said, is giving you a blend of both the taste, the neat taste, as well as the splash of water taste. It's still good. It's still smooth. It's not as spicy on the rocks, and it's not as sweet on the rocks. So it's giving you just that in between of it. It's real smooth. This whiskey is real smooth. I'm I'm surprised, but I'm thankful that this whiskey is good. Let me finish this off. So, Sable Bourbon whiskey. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. It has a beautiful color to it. I love the bottle. I love the detail of the bottle. I love the detail of the label. I love the fact that it's black owned. I love the fact that um, I love the story behind it. If you go to the website and look at the story of it, and even reading it on the back of the label. So I very much enjoyed this whiskey, Sable Bourbon whiskey. Like I said, I prefer it neat as opposed to a splash of water. On the rocks, gives you a blend of both of them. Neat, all sugar, all fruit. Splash of water, all spice. On the rocks, you get a mix of both. So, Sable whiskey, I will give this one right here 5 tastes. This was a good one. I'm actually surprised, I'm shocked, but I'm also glad because I spent my money and I had to wait for it to be delivered. But go ahead and check out sablebourbon.com, Sable Bourbon Whiskey. Order your bottle. Hopefully it will reach, more places so it can be in the stores and you don't have to order it. But if you order one, make sure you order me one as well. Make sure you drink responsibly. Burp number 2, burp number 3. This was a good one. This is Taste Reviews Drink Edition. I'm your host, Derek Silver, and I'll see you next time. Make sure you drink responsibly.